In this tutorial, we will show you how to configure Internet Explorer and Windows Vista for use with Geovision's webcam software. One of the first things you'll want to do is turn off user account control. We will do that by going to the control panel, click Start, click Control Panel, and then you are looking for user accounts. You can find user accounts by either the classic view or the control panel home. You'll see either user accounts and family safety if you're viewing the new control panel view, or classic view user accounts. Once you go there, click Turn User Account Control on or off. Windows will need your permission to continue. Click the Continue button. And you want to make sure Use User Account Control to help protect your computer is unchecked, and click OK. Click Restart Now in order to finish turning it off. And we'll resume the tutorial shortly. Once your computer is restarted, one of the main things to do with Internet Explorer is to start it as an administrator. So you want to right click and then select Run as Administrator. This will give us the most open permissions. Once Internet Explorer has opened, we want to open our Internet options by clicking Tools and then Internet Options, and then click the Security tab and click Trusted Sites and then the Sites button, because what we are going to want to do is add our Geovision webcam server to our list of trusted sites. And in the Add this website to the zone prompt, we're going to enter the URL to our Geovision webcam. This could be a URL you set up through dynamic DNS. It could be a internal IP address if you're on a local network with the webcam. This tutorial is going to assume you're doing a dynamic DNS website, so we'll use our URL for our demo computer. Then we click Add, and you'll notice we get an error. Sites added to this zone must use the HTTPS prefix. That is because we have the Require Server Verification for all sites in this zone box checked. You'll notice server verification has an HTTPS prefix, while as our website has HTTP. So make sure this box is unchecked, and then click Add, and it will add successfully. Click Close. The second thing we're going to check for is that Enable Protected Mode is unchecked. Then we'll click the Custom Level button, and you can reset the default settings to medium low. This will set most settings to appropriate levels of security for the Geovision webcam. In this instance, I'll set it to medium low, then click the Reset button, then click Yes. And then I will go through and just double check that everything is set to Enable or Prompt. As you can see, in ActiveX controls and plugins are the main things we are concerned about, that these are checked as Enable. Display video and animation on a web page does not need to be set to Enable. You could set this, it has no bearing on the Geovision system. But I will make sure Download Unsigned ActiveX Controls is set to Enable, and Initialize and Script ActiveX Controls not marked as safe are also set to Enable. I do this because I know that while the security settings are a little lax, this is only for trusted sites, so any sites I'm adding to my trusted sites I implicitly trust. And I'm just going through and double checking that everything is set to Enable or Prompt. Then I click OK. Yes, I want to change the settings. Click Apply. and click OK, and these settings are applied. And now we will show you the first time you access your Geovision DVR. There are a couple of different things than when you access it subsequently. So I'll just walk you through real quick what those will look like. So we'll type in the URL that we also entered into the trusted sites for our Geovision webcam. And again, this can be either an internal IP address or a dynamic DNS address. Enter our username and password at the login screen. And we could check the Remember My ID and Password option, which will make logging in and out much quicker. But for the purposes of this tutorial, we'll assume you're on a public computer and won't want to remember. It's the first time I've run Internet Explorer, so I'll tell it no, I don't want to remember any passwords. And you'll get a security warning asking if you want to install this software from Geovision. I'll just show you the more options, but I will leave this Ask Me Every Time and click Install. And this will then download the web player software. We'll go ahead and, rather than bore you, just skip ahead here. As you can see, this is almost finished downloading. Once it's done downloading, it will install the Geovision webcam viewing software. It may take a few seconds or up to a minute, depending on the speed of your machine. And once it's installed, the page should refresh and immediately display the screen, your live webcam. You may get a download prompt or a security bar that will pop down. It's a yellow bar along the top here where my mouse is that will prevent you from viewing the web page without clicking that and allowing it. But if you follow all the settings in this guide, you shouldn't get that download bar, but just to make sure you are aware of it. And this concludes our tutorial on setting up Windows Vista and Internet Explorer for Geovisions.